Let's try to get this on. Okay, yeah, just get in the way of the camera, that's fine. That's okay. So, here I am, San Simeon. Pretty much, actually, not many people, well, a lot of people drive by it, but there's a lot of places that you can go that's really empty and, hang out with your dog, take some photos and whatnot. Yeah, I came out here to take some photos, woke up today and I was like, I need to do something. A lot of people ask me, what do you do to get out, to go out and, find that inspiration to go out and take photos? I wish there was an easy answer. I wish there was something I could just do every morning, but really you just got to go out. You have to go out there, which is what I did today. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like it's not like something I do every day. I wish I did it every day, but sometimes I just don't feel like it. But today I felt like it, and I did. It's that spur of the moment. When you wake up, you have that 3-second thought that you want to go out, and you just have to, take advantage of that thought and make it count and go out. So I've been out here. We've been driving around for about 3 hours. Izzy and I. This is Izzy. You probably can't see her. She's probably out of frame. But this is it. This is San Simeon. Can't wait to show you guys some photos. Right now I'm using my Sony a7R II with a 24-70 2.8, the G Master lens, and then I have a polarizer on it and a Tiffin polarizer, and I'll have links to all the gear that I'm using right now. For video recording, I have the DJI Osmo Pocket with my phone and a Joby GorillaPod, and then for audio, I have a little Sony audio recorder with a lavalier mic that I have. But yeah, I'll add all those links to the gear that I'm using. It's nothing spectacular, nothing crazy, nothing that's going to break the bank, except for maybe the lens for the camera. But yeah, this is it. This is what I felt like doing on a Monday. A great way to find inspiration is just go online, find some of your favorite artists, discover new artists, discover new photographers, and just take photos and just look, analyze their photos. Just analyze their photos and try to recreate them. Recreation is the best form of flattery, or copying is the best form of flattery. But yeah, copy it, and you'll at least learn a thing or two from doing that. Everything that I do is self-taught. I haven't actually, gone to school for photography. But, I just went out one day and I did it. And my first photos, and I'll add some my first photos were just terrible. Like, you can't, I thought they were good. They weren't. But that's the great thing about photography is it's one of the, it's like art. You get to see yourself grow in your skill set. You get to see what you do, what you learn as you grow, and you get to reflect on that. And I think reflecting on what you've done is such an important thing. I think my favorite aspect of photography is just being able to go out there, just go out and see sights that you normally wouldn't see on a daily basis, and just reflect on them. Just sit down, just meditate, think, take a deep breath, realize that life's not too bad. People that I personally follow, and I learn a lot from, and actually people that inspired me to create this YouTube channel in the first place, are Thomas Heaton and Nigel Danson, and they're fantastic photographers. They do mainly landscapes and textures, which is what I do. and they have a fantastic YouTube editing style that I'm going to try to replicate, but with my own twist. See, again, replication is a form of flattery. So, Thomas, Nigel, I'm flattering you guys. There's a really cool shot. I captured it, and I'll definitely post it. But there's a really cool shot that I got here. I should have gone out a couple days ago when there was a lot of clouds, but it was also raining, and I'm already pretty sick, so that probably wouldn't have helped at all. One thing you'll hear a lot in photography is the gear doesn't matter, the gear doesn't matter, the gear doesn't matter. It's true, the gear doesn't really matter too much. You can, with the right skill set, you can take some pretty good photos with the gear that you have on you, and it's super important for you to actually learn what you have and learn how to use what you have before you go off and buy new things. But the gear does matter to an extent. There are some, things that you'll absolutely need. You'll definitely need a tripod, and a good one at that, not a, Best Buy tripod. You'll definitely need, depending on the photography you're going to be doing or videography you're going to be doing, you're going to need a camera that handles it. Me, for example, I shoot these really large scenes and I print them out really large. So of course I have the A7R2, which has like a 42 megapixel sensor. When I first started shooting, I did a lot of night shooting, a lot of low light. So the in-body stabilization was a huge plus for me. So I went from a Canon 5D Mark II to the Sony A7R2, and yeah, it helps out a lot. I definitely take better low light shots now that I have an in-body sensor stabilization versus the Canon, which did not. Also, of course, when it comes to low light, you're gonna need fast lens, fast glass. Now, one thing that I do a lot is I purchase relatively cheap legacy lenses, so Minolta and Nikon lenses, and then I adapt them onto my Sony. Of course, at that point, you're going to be doing manual shooting, but when it comes to landscape photography, you're going to be doing manual shooting anyway. So autofocus doesn't really matter when it comes to landscapes. Now, if you're doing, animals, humans, sports, then yeah, you're going to want that autofocus capability. But as for landscapes, yeah, not really a big thing. Just go out there, shoot with the gear that you have, learn it, and then upgrade. It's really that simple. Once you have the confidence and the skill set with the gear that you currently own, it's so easy to hop onto a new lens system or hop onto a new camera system knowing that you already know what to do with it.